win, Cloud9 is eliminated, and they're headed to the semifinals.
Yes, indeed. Big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Gambit on the CT side, Cloud9 on the T side here. It's train map number 2 of the second quarterfinals at DreamHack Masters in Marseille. And right now, Seized and Mo pushing right in, and Rush is going to be winning that fight with a Glock, but a great return. The grenade and headshot combination. Nothing can beat it.
It's a deadly combination. Well done from Gambit. That was the trap. Cloud9 probably think they had the advantage with that first kill. Look at the follow-up to this. Look at Hobbit on the other side of the map. He's flanking from Ivy. He's running the whole way. You're going to be a big, big stack for Gambit towards the inner bomb site. Cloud9, there's a very small timing they have to hit, and they have to do it about right now. Here they come down the lower ramp. It's a shooting gallery, though. But actually, the Glocks are somehow winning. The USPs don't connect enough damage, don't find any kills, and Automatic is pushed all the way up.
And they don't have any smokes left on Gambit. Finesse, he has the Molotov on the high ground, so if Hobbit's flank does not work, if he can't win the fight against FNS, Gambit could lose the round due to time. Just wait for this. Dren going to be looking in. He's trying to see if he can find anything here, but they're waiting for Hobbit. Actually, Hobbit's waiting right now. There's going to be a lot of pressure. Automatic goes down. Nice shot from Adren. Hobbit. Oh, he's gooshed. This is important. This is all on this. FNS is also gooshed. Oh, he's going to win it. That's so big. The Molotov is out of play, and Skadoodle now, the last one left, but he had that tool on the high ground. It's not going to work. They're going to be on the bomb with the defuse. Everything was on that fight. It all came down to that. I can guarantee you they would have won the round if he'd had that Molotov.
You're exactly right, and Hobbit's able to, I mean, even FNS even gooshed him in return, and Hobbit's able to hold his nerve. That was a big, big duel coming from the flank. Nice job by Gambit. A couple different varieties. There's the aggression, the three-man trap over towards box holes, and obviously Hobbit with the decision to flank. When he spots two more there, he gets aggressive and really shrinks the map down for his teammates. 1-0.
Yeah, it's not always about who gets the most kills. Sometimes it's getting the right kill in the middle of all of that. And Hobbit, I mean, he already had done so much just getting the information, but winning that fight was everything.
That's a good nade. He's going to go for it as well. And I think he just might... Oh,
there's some signs, Moses. There's sign that someone's been here. If he can put together the clues and get maybe...
It's very subtle, isn't it?
Call in the CSI, maybe get a swab of that wall and see if you can identify what's been going on in there. Well, this is what Adren wants. Long range, not necessarily the shot to kill him, but long range against the unarmored targets. Oh, surely no bomb plant can happen here. No, it's gonna get shut down. That would have been a big giveaway.
That would have been all they could have hoped for. It doesn't really matter too much. They're gonna buy in the next round either way. Extra plant would have been quite nice, and just the P250 on Automatic trying to get one more kill. Spots the gun being dropped, and Mo's gonna clean him out. 2-0, but the AK by coming in. It's going to be pretty decent, all things considered, for Cloud9. They're going to have a good amount of nades behind this as well. Even if they choose, they could send one player back to the Galil or a UMP or an upgraded pistol just so we can have a full kit of nades, but it's not necessary.
Pretty good weaponry for Gambit in this third round, actually. So many times you see the CT side come into this with 2 FAMASs, 2 SMGs, and maybe 1 M4, you know, so they are prepared to try and take this fight.
Hobbit's going to get on top of this first train, and here's the footsteps off angle up top, and Skadoodle, he gets dropped as well. Nice headshot, that's the bomb. Dropped so far away, and Cloud9, they've been obliterated before they can even take enough steps forward. FNS very quickly just has no teammates left. Try to find the timing. Right after the counter grenade, right after the Molotovs. But Hobbit was ready.
You were pointing this out on Mirage, how often FNS is the one who's left alone to try and sort of come in and lurk into the last 1v2, the last 1v1, and he's been playing well, so maybe it all makes sense. But this time, he obviously stood no chance at all, not through any fault of his own. I
don't think it's necessarily by design. I think he's a player that they're using not as like this passive lurker for the clutches. I think they want him to be, you know, a more aggressive lurk that's actually going to be involved in the hit just from like an alternate angle.
They just died too quick.
Yeah, they died very fast, and he had a Molotov in front of him, so
fair enough.
It's not the easiest thing in the world for him to get involved in the action.
So the first real try for Cloud9, and it doesn't really work out.
Giving over 3 AK-47s as well. That's going to be Gambit's going to love that.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an oops. Yikes! I think was what the cool kids on the internet say now.
Yikes. It's very 90s, I feel.
It's fine enough job, but that's a shot and a half for automatic. Adren put on notice almost immediately. They're lacking the body armor to make this a fair 3 versus 3, but they've got the bomb down, and any damage they can do early on in this half is going to be great. Could have very easily been a kill. Hobbit's going to win it, though. They have another grenade that will kill FNS almost immediately, the HE grenade, but it goes the wrong way. Up on automatic instead, jumping shot, and they're going to clean out the round, no problem.
Do kind of hold your breath when Rush gets that AK-47, though. You could see that really coming into a possibility of getting a couple kills and making it a fair fight. 4-0 for Gambit very quickly, very cleanly. Even though they've allowed a couple plants here. Not the biggest deal, as the losing bonus is almost complete. Now we're going to see the AWP come out first, Skadoodle. So the next challenge is there. The AWP is also out on Mo on the CT side, so we get to see that sniper battle come to play. As we mentioned, Mo was pretty victorious with it in the first map. The train is still up for grabs.
Yeah, a lot is going to be decided based on whether or not... Wow. How did that grenade do so much? It did land, I guess, right on his head. But yeah, Skadoodle had great success as well, playing on Mirage, and given the fact that they lost in double overtime, Cloud9, I feel like a quick return to success here. I mean, just get it back, get those rounds on the board on the T side so that you can start to put that map behind you, because right now this feels like sort of a continuation of the misery that was happening on the first map, right? The more rounds Gambit win early on here, the more Cloud9 are going to struggle against the mindset.
And again, it's that same kind of slow-paced style that the double drop does not work out. Seized has just been a monster. He's like the front line of the defense over towards Mirage, and he does it again here, and now everyone else getting involved, and it is a complete wipeout. I don't know how many multi-kills he had over at the A-bomb site on Mirage, but getting both of the dropping players in ladder room is such a huge, huge start to the round here on Train.
Has the double drop era already gone away, Moses? It was really effective for like a month, and now feels like a lot of people can counter it.
I think a lot of people are just like used to it now, so like you're kind of in your brain, you know to aim at the bottom person. I think people were getting confused when it started. There's some variations though, like I've seen some people do the double drop, but also throw a flashbang to the right behind that first corner that's in there.
Glaive, I think, has been doing that a couple of times. Is it possible to get a triple drop?
Science can't go that far, Anders. There's some things we just shouldn't do.
All right. Well, it's no AWP. Skadoodle didn't get to save it in the next round. He's downgraded all the way past the AK-47, down to the Galil. They do have a lot of utility, so another chance here for Cloud9. Gambit are looking very good. It does make you happy, doesn't it? Because it just feels like it would have been such a sad end to a great story about them winning the major and all the surprise. And you just didn't want to see them not do anything with it, right? And now, been away a little bit. They've been working on it, and it's been all worth the effort. You can definitely tell that right now. 3 men down at Ivy and 2 up in the white holes. So
you don't see this too often. Look at this, 3 players inside at 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. They've been here for quite some time as well. It means there's no presence over towards Ivy. It's Mo who's got to watch this from middle, and it's only the one player, I think that's that be Seized, who's in the ladder room at the moment, who's got to watch that and the mid choke point. There's a lot of ways this defense can fail. A missed shot being one of them, but he recovers nicely onto Rush. Still holding it down, the pre-fire from the Galil, and Seized patiently waiting. His teammates have gotten here as well, and they can be pretty carefree as they walk out because they know no one's out ladder room. A bit hunting, and Cloud9 may be a little bit weirded out that they haven't spotted anyone quite yet.
35 seconds. 2 Molotovs left. Still could be good. Seized going to win that fight once again, but Tarek is going to look in just at the right time. 25 seconds now for a 2-on-3. Let's see what can happen. If Cloud9 can finally get around on the board, that would be good news. Adren going to take 1 quick kill. The bomb's only just been planted, but FNS will find that one on Adren. Now Doja trying to see if he can clutch it for his team. Sneaking on in. He's going to get found. FNS with the double, in fact, and Skadoodle with 2 of his own. A good round for Cloud9. And I don't know. You're right. We don't see that kind of setup very often.
There's a reason why. I mean, look, even one missed shot that gets them out, and then even when you get players rotated in and they still haven't taken the bomb site, they just have control of too much of the yard, and it really isolates where you can play inside the bomb site. Seized was out-lurked, obviously, by Tarek, and he even knew it was coming. It's just he couldn't find the timing for when to peek behind him. So Gambit's got to be a little bit careful with what kind of defense they're mounting. But, you know, it's a risk that they chose to take. And in another round, Cloud9 goes B, and we praise them for calling a genius defense. I think Skadoodle just spotted, that's a Dren who hopped on the top of that train. But at 5-1, Gambit looking at shutting down Cloud9 before they can build upon it. And this time, 4 players staying outside early on.
Yeah, if they lose now, they'll have like 3,200 or something across the whole team. And Skadoodle goes down very early on. Seized again. He's just playing such a good game. He spots the feet, sees the shadow of automatic. Oh, he's surely not going to try and knife him. No, it's going to be the kill. Looking for the triplet. He almost gets it. Just such a cerebral player right now. Very hard for Cloud9 to deal with. You can tell they just weren't ready for that.
Looks like he's having fun, right? And that may be the first time we've seen him having fun playing the game in quite some time. So obviously well switched on. Good kill from Mo. And Hobbit, that's easy. 6-1. We'll see what economy Cloud9's playing with for this next round. It's not going to be great either way, and you're right. I think the most is 3,000. They've got a couple players on 1,400, so going to have to sit back, and again, it's Seized.
I actually can't remember the last time I saw Seized smile and play the game, so...
Yeah, this is great. It's really cool to see. And that's the problem that Cloud9's having at the moment. These early gun rounds out towards that outer bomb site is, you know, Seized got a double kill in ladder room 1 round. Seized just gets a double kill here, being aggressive. They've got to be able to stop that, or else they're going to get nowhere. And this is pretty much a full investment from Cloud9. They've bought everything they could into this except for Skadoodle.
Yeah, he's going to want that AWP later on, of course. But the reset, the economy back to 0, and I don't know. This is... now I'm getting really worried. I feel like the American side needed a strong start. It has not been happening. They struggled T-side Mirage. Their T-side on train is not looking that convincing at the moment.
That's the big worry for me, is this T-side just, again, struggling to find entries, struggling to find openings, struggling to put their players in the right position. And Gambit is just tearing them limb from limb, round after round. Look at Automatic now. He's going to try and rush up and... Oh, well, that's kind of indicative of how these games have gone for Cloud9 so far.
Where did the bullets go?
That's got to be so frustrating for Automatic.
Yeah, I guess we'll see that clip on Reddit. Hi, guys. Finesse and Skadoodle, 2 on 4. Hoping to do anything at this point. This is where... I don't know if this is fair to say, but...
I like it. I like it so far.
You like it already?
Yeah.
This is where I think the previous version of Cloud9 had a bit of a resource in Stewie and his playmaking abilities.
Entirely fair to say, yeah.
To sort of to break the mold and just to really make sure that they could double up. This is great. Oh my god.
That sucks. No, you're entirely right, and that's going to be one of the criticisms of this roster change right now, and it'll always be one, and it's, you know.
Well, someone could take that over, right? But it obviously requires a special kind of mentality, and
yeah, I don't think you can. Stewie was very unique, or is very unique at kind of the way that his brain works and the things he's willing to do inside of the game. Not a lot of people have the kind of think of the plays that we've seen him make time and time again. So Cloud9 will be struggling in that regard. They're hoping they can make it up at others. At the moment, it's not looking great. Doja, he just loves it all. Frag video.
Yeah, he had them nice and tendered up as they came through the fire, and he was just ready to eat them as they came out the other side.
Medium beautiful. Rare, baby.
Medium rare. Oh, God. I can't handle it. It's too much for me, Moses. It's too much. 8-1. Skadoodle. No, automatic with the AWP. It's not even... Doesn't even... Oh, he's sort of leading the charge. Maybe he just wants to get the spawn in to try and see if he can rush down somebody. A little bit of grenade damage put out there on automatic and Skadoodle. And Dosha's going to fall back quick. Does not want to take that fight, so... I wonder if that was sort of a spawn push. He's put it back to Skadoodle as well, so... Probably was.
There's some trouble here for Cloud9. You have, once again, I think that's Hobbit who's clearing out towards Ivy again. This time he didn't push all the way, but when he sees nothing, you can see the dots coming back. Adren is here now, flashbang onto the lower ramp, another one coming in. Gonna get him into a new position inside the bomb train. A third player is already here, that's Mo with the AWP and Doja with an off angle. This off, if he just gets one kill, it makes Adren's position so much more effective. There it is, Rush walking right into it. That's the bomb down as well. They're trying to push up the sidewalk, but they can't get there. And they've just completely avoided the bomb site. This is not going well. And Cloud9 again just looking stumped.
Gambit looking pumped. I was trying to create a little rap, Moses, but you gave up on me. You could have tried to follow it up.
I can't handle that. I can't do it.
9-1 though. 13 kills on Doja. Hobbit on 10 kills. The whole rest of the squad is right there. 9, 8, and 8. They are doing a very fine job. And nobody on Cloud9 has more than 5 kills. That's Skadoodle, then 3, then 3, then 2, then 2. It's something is horribly malfunctioned, Moses.
Oh no, this is awful. This is the nightmare scenario. 12 kills, or excuse me, that's incorrect. I'm doing math now, which is also bad. 15 kills across 10 rounds for Cloud9. Just is it like that? There's no world in which that is enough frags to have to win these rounds. Look at all the money on the Gambit side of things as well. That's at least a 2-round buffer that Gambit can play with. So if you're Cloud9, you're struggling to get a second round on the board, and in order to break the economy, you'd have to win at least 3. So you have to have 3 game-winning plans and another rush towards the inner bomb site. Doja again, he's just gonna love this. Like, smoke is down on it this time. Okay, not gonna love it so much, but Mo is here. The plant doesn't much matter for Cloud9 just because they're going to buy in the next round anyways. They need to win this, and it's just not going to happen. Mo, that's a very easy corridor as he picks him out of the sky.
Yeah, he actually cannot escape from that shot. So.
I don't think Mo could miss if he wanted to.
No, that was great. 3 kills for him. They countered the Doja barbecue at the end of that one, but still didn't really matter. That'll be 10-1. This is completely outrageous. I mean, at least they get the bomb plant down. That was something. A little bit of money to work with, but they basically need to win the next 5 rounds or 4 rounds in a row here and just bring it home. Otherwise, I think this is going to be done.
I mean, again, it's that same question: is do you give yourself enough to make a comeback? And listen, you're not going to get 9 rounds in a row on the CT. You're not going to make that same comeback again. Like that doesn't happen once very frequently, much less twice in the same set. So, Cloud9, you have to give yourself, you know, some kind of a cushion to toy with.
12th round. And Doja, again, being trusted to hold that B ramp early on. He's been doing a great job so far, so why would they not? Seized alone over on the other side. It's great. Think about what the resource for Gambit and having Seized and Doja that can just sort of play alone. Don't need anybody's system. Just doing their job in their positions.
It almost feels like Cloud9 is just, I mean, they seem to be lost, and it almost feels like Seized has just beat them up so many times in ladder room that they just don't want to mess with it anymore. They're just saying, all right, he can have it. We'll try and win without, which is not an easy thing to do. And now they're falling into this rut. They've had, what, 3 hits towards the inner bomb site. Some of them, most of them with pistols, yeah, but in the past 4 rounds, they've gone here about 3 times.
Doja being put to the test one more time. They're getting in. They have a grenade on him, and there's automatic. Finally an opening. Doja out of the round. Mo is going to be following with 1 reply. Adren, he's only going to get the 1 kill. He's right on top of him as well. Still a 2-on-2 with the bomb planted. Sees the flank has been found out already. And he's looking for more, and he's going to get it. Wins the fight against Finesse. Nothing is working here for Cloud9, Moses. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, even this time, Doja
shocked.
flashes himself. They have, like, pretty much a free entry. Still able to win it out. Sees, because they haven't, you know, put pressure on him and tried to take over ladder room, Sees is just allowed to have a quick flank because he's in there every single round.
Moses, do you know what the fastest liquid is?
The fastest liquid?
Yeah, milk. Because by the time you see it, it's already pasteurized.
Oh.
Just don't think about it. In this game, though, Gambit are up for a full 10 rounds. Cloud9 have put on what can only be described as a truly depressing performance here on the second map. First half, but still, as you pointed out, you've got to create something to work with. You cannot come out of the first half and just have 2 or 3 or 4 rounds. Well, maybe 4 rounds, but 2 or 3 rounds is going to be at a limit where the comeback will just be too much. Even if they did a great job on Mirage, you can't just keep trying to do that. And they're all stuck, well, nearly all stuck at the end of Ivy.
Well, at least they've gone to a new location. They have pretty much bought into this whole the classic death ball strategy. 4 players, 1 on the other side of the map. We'll see if this works. Molotov behind the smoke is going to force them back, so it allows Hobbit to get into position. He's going to risk crossing the smoke, spraying in towards Ivy. There are 3 players here for Gambit ready to turn around and take this, and actually looks like they want to get back into the safety of the bomb site. Let Mo take the initial contact. Here it comes. Missed shot again. He did this last time, but he doesn't want to go for the repeat. Skadoodle has the angle. And that's the win. Now they have access into the bomb site, and Dread has to lurk through.
He's trying to automatic. We'll find him, though. That's not bad. Finesse with a kill on Hobbit. Now 2 versus 3. They've got to be able to win this, and they will indeed. Finesse, Tarek helping out at the end. A second round for Cloud9. No celebration happening on their side. You can't really blame them for that. Hobbit has been hoarding all of the gold, Moses. He had 16,000 at the beginning of this round.
Yeah, successful trip to Smog's Mountain. He's got it all. Hop on Mo again, and I think Gambit's got to kind of reassess the way they're playing that outer bomb site at times. It's 2 rounds now. The 2 rounds that Cloud9 has coming out of Ivy when the defense is far away. And finally, Skadoodle's able to take out C's. That means no ladder presence for Gambit. We'll see if Cloud9 can read that and see if they do anything to take advantage of it.
Mo is on one extremity, Hobbit is on the other one, and the rest out in that A yard. So they should have some advanced warning. Hobbit is still, he's not really sort of looking. He doesn't know if anyone's down there. He's just waiting, hoping that someone's going to walk past. So I guess that is slightly limited information. Almost made it back. That would have been criminal if he could have escaped with just the 1 kill and walked away. And now they can feel it, Cloud9. They know they can get this round. All they need is the bomb plant. They have the grenades. They have almost an infinite amount of grenades to try and stop this with. And with the kill on the Dren, even the flank from Hobbit, I don't think it's going to be enough here. Gambit might as well go for it because they have all the money in the world, but not bad at all. Skadoodle, not able to spot that out, but yeah, even Hobbit could go for this if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think Hobbit's flank needed to be much quicker if they were going to have a chance in recovering in that round in a 4-on-5. That, or, I mean, obviously Mo, just maybe a different second of his peak, and he's able to get behind the cover. It's a nice job by Cloud9. Also, smart decision from them, not throwing the smoke down the ramp. Normally, you'll see that. This time, once they have the kill on the Opera, they want that passageway open. They want to take that fight because they want Doja to commit to the rotation. And with him out in the open and having 2 AKs and an AWP pointed right at him, that's exactly what they would have liked that pick. Either way, get the round. 3, not great, but it's something. And 4 would be obviously as best as they can do, and that might just be enough for them to start a comeback as well.
Yeah, I think at 4, if you know, assuming they win the pistol second half, then they can build.
They've lost all 3 pistols in this game, haven't they? Both maps.
Another problem, yeah. Not to try and rub salt into the wound, but you're right. That is going to make things a bit more difficult. Mo with a fight there, winning it against Skadoodle, who was even boosted up to try and look for something like that. Just couldn't make it happen. Now Automatic wants to see if he could follow it up here. Last round of the half. Tarek taking out Doja. A little bit more in their favor as Automatic's going to win that fight against the Dren, and he makes it back around the corner before Mo could even get a spot on him. So does Tarek really want to push this? He's putting a lot of pressure on the bomb side, and actually Mo's going to rotate on over. They're really biting on this one, Gambit. Quickly back again.
Yeah, Mo makes his way back out. Was not convinced. Still 2 players here on the inner bomb site, and actually Cloud9 rotating in that direction as well. Just under 1 minute. This is about as best of a setup as you can get if you're Gambit.
Hobbit waiting, looking for the headshot. He's very exposed here, and the flashbang is going to do a lot of damage. It's Tarek to get one, and Hobbit, yeah, he couldn't do anything else. Just really difficult to get out of that position. And Tarek looking for more. That's a quad kill. Last 3 of them, beautiful headshots to close out the round. 11-4. We're going to go check in with Stunner at halftime.
Man, did you know that it's just about time to spam this noodle to help Skadoodle? Cloud9 need all the help that they can get going into the second half, and potentially being eliminated here, and that's not where they want to stop. They don't want to stop in the quarterfinals. Either way, Gambit are on a tear right now, and I'm going to have to ask you to get on a tear on social media. Hashtag DHMasters. Head over there and make it dirty. Back to you, Jason.
All right, that's quite the encouragement for...
Man.
Yeah, for the... I don't know where that came from, right?
No, what was it? Spend some noodle to help Skadoodle as well? Is that what I...
It's really good, and apparently get dirty on social media. I don't know what that means exactly. I do, but
yeah.
Second half here coming up is, I mean, I don't know. Like, how do you block out the fact that you've not been playing well for the first sort of 3 halves that we've been playing here? This fourth half in the quarterfinals, they've got to find a way to. They've got to find a way to forget all about it. Just have a good start. Clear the air somehow.
It's just those, I mean, you said it earlier, it's the baby steps. You set the small goals of win this pistol round. And then you just build on it from there. Pretty standard default setup for Cloud9. They have Tarek in the ladder room. It's going to be utility on Seized. FNS has 2 flashes and a kit. Then all Glocks for the Gambit side. This is going to be a pinch towards the center bomb site. Tarek's got a tough job to do with USP. I mean, it's not as easy. Yeah, it's not that easy to find the drop. And actually, only one player makes it. They win it anyways, and there goes automatic. All of a sudden, the extremities. This defense is collapsing around the bomb site, and Rush falls. Skadoodle, I don't think he's going to do much of anything at all. There's too many players. And that's it. That's a pistol round for Gambit. It's going to be their 12th. And
wow.
Even the first baby step doesn't happen.
Yeah, it was going to take more than noodles to save Skadoodle in that one, Moses. You know.
Yeah.
Got to upgrade to at least spaghetti to try and make that work.
You've lost your mind. Past your eyes. Jesus Christ. This is great from Mo. I mean, those are just straight up heads-up duels.
They failed the double drop.
Yeah, it was just Adren was the only one that made it.
Yeah, just baited by his teammate.
I wonder if he was the top or the bottom, Anders.
Yeah, someone cheated. Someone cheated and got down alone, but it still worked. And I mean, that's heartbreaking. Cloud9 buying into this round. Obviously, they've got to fight with everything they have right now. Try and stay alive here at the quarterfinals. Grenade gonna go a little bit on Rush. Not bad at all. Just spotting it out. He's still gonna win the fight against Seized, so early kill happening in favor of Cloud9. There's the follow-up. Taking down Hobbit now. It's 3 versus 4 as Adren takes down Skadoodle. Good little lurk there for Doja, waiting. And FNS wants to come in with a flank, but timing is absolutely everything here. He does have head armor, so he could maybe beat the Mac 10 if he's really quick with it. 3 on 3, and still a minute.
Ooh, there's the legs, and yeah, Doja's going to take it off. FNS falls, but oh, that's the bomb. Tarek's got it now. He's got an AK-47 as well. Adren and Doja have him combined in. That's a big fight to win for Tarek, actually. And look at the HP on these 2 players. How do you know where the hell to position yourself if you're either one of these guys? Rush hears these footsteps. He's got a scout and a CZ. And he'll have a quick flank on Doja. This will be dicey for both of these guys in this 1-on-1, but it's absolutely essential that Rush wins it.
Yep, if we want the similar kind of miracle story that we had on Mirage, it's going to have to start right now. Rush walking in. Just one good shot would be enough. And oh my god! Back around the corner and it's going to go down! The timing is unbelievable. He just makes it back. Enough for Rush to reveal his position. And then that long range with the AK was going to do it. 13-4. Great round. And Doja at 18 kills.
Fair play to Doja. I mean, running through the bomb site and planning on that side of the train, I mean, you kind of have to risk something at that point, right? And he risks his ability to get in a good post plant for the end of this round. And I mean, if Rush had been coming from Connector, had been coming from CT spawn, that's probably a victory for him.
He wants to follow it up. He knows they've got them near the edge, and Doja's going to try and see if he can push them over. Fast Rush into the A-yard with the Mac 10. They have 3 of them, by the way, but they're fighting 2 scouts and CZs. C's will be going down. There's Hobbit somehow getting a kill on automatic, and 4 versus 4 at the moment. More people getting onto this A-bomb side. FNS trying to flank in again. He's not going to find anyone this time, but if he's quick with it, maybe he can help out.
Good kill from Doja wrapping around. Rush was in the open to find him, and now the bomb site is just lost. Cloud9 has nowhere to look. Even with these weapons, it's going to go all the wrong way for them. FNS left in a 1 versus 2. Bomb planted, but he's got so much ground to make. 2 kills and a CZ. He's not going to get anywhere near. He does dink up a Dren, but Hobbit was there for the trade if it had gone south. And it looks like Cloud9, based off that purchase, they're just in, you know, sound the alarms button, just buying every single round.
Yeah, this, I don't know if there's anyone that can come up with a good answer for what's next here. 14-4. Gambit are playing a terrific game. It's great to see them back at this level. It's been a little bit too long for my taste.
They're about to knock out both of the North American teams, both of whom have looked had great starts to the year.
Yeah, just not bad at all. Nice shot, even taking just a second to line it up, and that's beautiful. Mo finding all the right angles to take the fights with. Grenade might catch Tarek, indeed it will. That's a third kill for Mo in the round, all of them very quick, and that's not going to make that one work either. 15-4 as Gambit are now one round away from making the semi-finals here at DreamHack Masters in Marseille. Great story so far.
It's all on a double buy, or a double op setup from Cloud9. Automatic has one, Skadoodle has the other, and yeah, they've got to win 11 in a row.
Bit of an ask.
Yeah, 9 was a lot. I feel like 11 is just a little bit unfair.
2 more, in fact. That was 10.
You're good.
I've got that kind of math locked down.
That level is easy.
Yeah, if you ever need any help, just call me day or night. I'll solve those problems.
We'll see what Gambit's going to do here. Mo is watching for pushes out towards Ivy. He's got an AWP himself, and Gambit have control of the halls over towards the B bomb site. Going to throw some smokes out. Adren and Doja still poised to kind of pressure this inner site. So I'm not sure we'll see them commit to any of this.
A lot of noise, a lot of grenades. Now pushing on out. The bomb is still back here, so they're still just applying pressure and waiting while the other two players are actually pushing in the high ground here. Man, this is hard to read if you're Cloud9. How do you even know what's going on right now? Finesse is going to find a really good angle to shut down Adren, and Skadoodle hitting a good shot as well. That was very important. Now, even for all the shenanigans they've been playing this round, Gambit, I think they've simply run out of players to run this fake with, but that could not have been easy for Cloud9 to figure out. If they didn't get the kills early on, I think they would have been completely fooled. That's Automatic taking down Hobbit, and now Mo in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, one kill might have sealed that fake, but it's still a really cool designed round. I think, unfortunately, it's the two players, Adren and Doja, come out top. I don't know if they designed it this way, but they're pushing all the way down towards CT spawn. So FNS, he didn't bite whatsoever, and he heard the footsteps, and when Skadoodle rotates back, he's not caught off guard. He's able to pick one off, and FNS cleans the other one, and the rest of Gambit just had to turn around. So 10 seconds left, and obviously Mo just going to save this AWP. They've got not a great amount of money, but I think they'll have one more buy in him.
The road ahead has been paved already, Moses. Now they just need to follow on through. 10 more rounds to go. Did you know that that there are people that go and try and hide inside of IKEA at night?
I have heard about that, actually. Yeah, I have heard about that. It's a bit weird.
You've got to have a little bit of time on your hands to want to spend it like that. I'm not gonna lie. But
like, do they throw parties, or do they just like hang out on the other furniture?
I'm not sure. You know, that sounds like it could be a horror movie or something. IKEA at night, you know, could be.
IKEA itself is a horror movie.
It's a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. I've had some experiences out there. One time they ran out of meatballs. It was I cried.
That is a pretty big disaster for you, isn't it? They at least have some like tuna pizza, or no
tuna pizza. Little as. Let's not more.
Let's start that conversation. Well, the timeout is coming to a close here. Match is going to be live, 15-5 in the favor of Gambit. And yeah, a pretty interesting buy. So being conservative with their money down the stretch, everyone kind of bought around to about 2,000. They still have an op. They have an AK-47 on a Dren. Not a lot of utility.
Wouldn't it be a slightly bad-mannered if you won the round with this, Moses? Wouldn't it just be like a, you know, sending a bit of a
slap
message?
In the face?
Yeah, I feel like it really would be, you know? Just the ultimate insult at the end of a very tough game for Cloud9. But I like that. Automatic. Maybe spotting the feet of that run. So turning around. There's Adren winning the fight against Russian. Right on top of Skadoodle. He's going to win that fight every single time. I don't think Adren was even aware that someone would have been up there. Tarek going to be taking down Hobbit. So, good start.
AK-47 is picked up by C's, though, and they can just march out of this choke point, see what they can find. Spotted that boost, probably knows he fell off. There's the flashbang mode, dodges it, but goes back to do the angle. No one was there, though, and Automatic is able to take down C. So this hit is coming to a close here as Automatic with the op is just styling on him. Cloud9 will have their 6 as they continue to fight back.
Hoping maybe that he could get a free kill. How do you start off 1 versus 4 with this little time left? I think you've just gotta hope that someone's gonna come find you, or just save it for the next round if you can. Did spot 1 player, but yeah, he's gonna go down to Tarek. That's 1 more round on the board. So we get to 15-6 favoring Gambit, who, I mean, I guess they've lost a couple of rounds in a row now, so they've got a little bit of money scattered to work with, but they're not under any great pressure to make a lot of buys and make it work.
No, I think they're going to do another low buy, another pistols with armor and the utility, see what they can do, see if they can get, 3-4 guns away. Maybe just something heroic happens and they're able to steal the round. As we said in the last map, at this point you kind of get the feeling that you can just luck into a round at some point. See how it happens. Rush on top of the green train. Gambit lining up. They wanted to avoid all the early Molotovs, all the early nade stacks, but I don't think they're going to be able to. It looks like, I mean, there's still 4 Molotovs left in the Cloud9 side, so as soon as they see these nades stream over the roofs, they're going to be throwing some of them.
Good counter grenade, good opening for Skadoodle, taking down a Dren. That's not bad at all, and Rush will follow it up. Doja never stood a chance. I think Automatic helped out with some damage there, rushing right in for the bomb plant, and they will get it, so that's going to give them now a lot of money to work in the next round. Good no-scope. Seized, trying to see if he could sneak on past this Hobbit. Only 1 left. He's going to pick up 1. Great double spray now. The Deagle is out. And he manages to get into the C connector. Going to put up a smoke to try and obscure himself a bit. They've tapped the bomb, and I think Automatic going to try and see if he can stay on it. Yeah, he's going to go for the full defuse. So not playing any games and almost getting Hobbit killed. That was... weirdly, that got a little bit close.
I feel like he actually could have won that if he didn't smoke himself off. Thinking maybe he meant for it to go a little bit deeper, for easier for him to get out towards the bomb train. But yeah, regardless, I mean, that's what you're looking for with those kinds of a buy. Yeah, it's a long shot, but 1 big play from someone like Hobbit, and you've got a chance to win it. 2 ops for Cloud9 still. No. About a half second earlier, he might have had a kill there. Another default setup for Gambit. Both of these teams preferring to open their T rounds this way.
Too early on in the B-bomb site for Cloud9, so no solo player in the beginning. Means if there was going to be a rush to that bomb site for Gambit, if they didn't do the default, but tried for something a little bit different, maybe could have got picked off. And a boost to try and get a fight down at Ivy, which they're not getting. Rush and Tarek, on the other hand, are doubling up in Pop Dog. So very different defenses altogether here. This is never something we saw Gambit do.
They never had to. Seized was doing the job of 2 men.
Yeah.
So, one of the benefits. See how Gambit decides to take care of it. 2 players inside still. A lot of utility being preserved by Cloud9. Once they get in their positions, they're fine just holding the angles. Here's some smokes. Molotov used towards the inner bomb site. Tarek wants to get an easy read, a quick read if possible. I think Hobbit even spotted him there. Dren finds Rush and sees the timing not with Tarek. He's going to spray through. This is an awkward fight. Tarek's going to come right through. Low HP. The knife is out, and Seas gets it! He shames Tarek, but Skadoodle is here for the recovery. Not able to do anything so far, just 1 kill. Onto the bomb train, and he's holding off for FNS to rotate in.
Oh my god, FNS is going to be going down, and now Skadoodle 1 versus 3. Gambit 1 kill away from making the semifinals, and it's going to be Doja. Only fitting, he's been playing such a great game.